All right. I was going to start off today chopping stalks, but the more I got to thinking about it, the more I'm like, that's kind of a really dumb idea, because if it takes me longer than I think to get them stalks chopped, and I run out of daylight, not that that's a super huge deal, because obviously I got lights, but moving equipment, and I've had bad experience. One of these days I need to probably tell that story. I've had bad experiences moving equipment in the dark, so unless I'm already at the field, I try to avoid moving equipment in the dark. But long story anyway, back to what I was saying. If it took me longer than what I would think to get them stalks chopped, and then I'd still have that last field of bean stubble to get chiseled. And we got, granted, not great chances, but we do have chances of rain tomorrow. So I figured it made a hell of a lot more sense to finish chisel plowing today, and then like Friday or something I can finish chopping stalks while I'm waiting for it to dry out so I can go back to working ground. It does sound like we have I'm gonna set you there for a second. It does sound like we got greater chances of snow than rain, so perfect. So that's ideal. I'd much rather have snow at this point than rain, because we can work with snow. But rather than take the chance, get this last field of bean stubble worked, and then I can clean this plow up and park it and switch over to the soil saver, and we can start working on corn ground. So anyway, should be good to go. So gonna let this thing warm up for a little bit, and we'll get headed over to the field. I do want to say that this plow with this tractor is like perfect. I don't think you can ask for a better combination. You can run quick with, or you can keep a good pace with it. I can run, I'm trying to remember what third over is in this thing. I think it's right around 5 mile an hour, 4.5, 5 mile an hour. It says on the chart, third over, nope, third under, third over. Oh wow. So third over is 5.8 mile an hour. So with wheel slip, probably figure about 5.5 mile an hour, which is your sweet spot for chisel plowing. It'd probably pull a 13 shank okay, but you'd probably have to be, they'd probably pull a 13 shank in third direct, but why stress the tractor out when you can pull this in third over and it doesn't even breathe hard. That is a piece of wire. Probably ought to get that off there before it takes a wheel bearing or a wheel seal out, eh? What the hell? What the hell is that? It's like some sort of cable. Was some sort of cable. Now it's not. Got a little pulley on it. Wonder if somebody had a fucking dog run somewhere. It's got a... Huh, wonder which field I picked that up in. Truck bed liner is a good spot to put that shit. So anyway, yeah, let this warm up for a minute. We'll
long before the sun comes up. I'm a man on a mission, my honey's in the kitchen pouring coffee in my favorite cup. I'm racing out the door, jumping off the porch for the bills, I gotta get paid. From my boots to my Chevy, I'm rough, tough and ready. Son, I'm American made. I'm working and I'm praying, sweating and I'm breaking my back before the weekend hits. On the tractors and the farms, fences and the barns, and know how sweet it is. I'm a flag-waving, God-fearing, honky-tonk, cold beer and Friday night goodnight kiss. Y'all call it what you want, it's a country boy's life well lived. From the factories and the mills to the prairies and the hills, there's a whole lot of fellas like me. Just a climbing and a clawing, drilling and a sawing every day just to make ends meet. We're the 5 o'clock crowd, we love to get loud in our Wranglers and our pearl snap shirts. We're the salt of the earth, the heart of the land, and our blood is red as the dirt. We're working and a praying, sweating and a breaking our backs before the weekend hits. On the tractors and the farms, fences and the barns, and know how sweet it is. We're a flag-waving, God-fearing, honky-tonk, cold beer and Friday night goodnight kiss. Y'all call it what you want, it's a country boy's life well lived. Oh, here we go now. Before the weekend hits. On the tractors and the farms, fences and the barns, and know how sweet it is. We're a flag-waving, God-fearing, honky-tonk, cold beer and Friday night goodnight kiss. Y'all call it what you want, it's a country boy's life well lived. Y'all call it what you want, it's a country boy's life well lived. You can call it what you want, it's a country boy's life well lived.
Well, this field actually worked up pretty damn nice. Not too wet, not too dry, just about right. I was really actually hoping to be able to rip this field this year, but it's too wet to do that. You've just been wasting diesel fuel. But the only spots I even spun was that spot right there where I infamously got stuck with the, well, I didn't get the tractor didn't get stuck, the disc got stuck, but that's where I got stuck with the 1950T. And then back in that swale where I couldn't make it through with the combine when I was cutting beans, but I plowed right through it. I was spinning. But other than that, this field worked down excellent. So that's it for the bean stubble. Now we can switch over to corn. I was gonna try to chop some stalks yet today, but like a little after 4 now. By the time I get back to the barn and get over to the house for 55's at, it's going to be 4:30. By the time I get the 55 fueled up, hooked up to the chopper, it's going to be 5 o'clock. By the time I get to the field, it's going to be 5:30, so it's going to be dark. And I don't really feel like chopping down on the muck in the dark. That just seems like a disaster waiting to happen, as wet as it is down there. Nobody likes to have to dig a tractor out in the mud in the dark. Plus, the stock chopper is what I had my accident with, and moving that thing in the dark really sketches me out after that. I really need to, I get a free day and I don't have a video to make. I really need to tell that story. That's, hell, that's been 4 years ago now, 3 years ago now. I think it was, or was it longer than that? Was I still in high school, or was I still in college when that happened? Or was that my first year out of college? It's been a while ago now. But, I don't know, it would have been, would have had to have been my second year out of college. So that's been 4 years ago. No, 3 years ago. 'Cause that was, however long ago it was. But yeah, long story short, I really need to make a video and tell that story at some point here. But anyway, I'm gonna run this thing back to the barn and get it put in so it's not sitting in the rain tomorrow, and I'll see what the weather does. I might try to chop some stalks tomorrow before Thanksgiving dinner. We'll see what happens. But we got the bean ground chiseled, so that's progress. So anyway, I guess that's it for this one, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.